Alright, the notification just went out. Alright, the notification just went out. Alright, I just sent you the link, MASHIE, in the Discord.
Yeah, it's loading. All right. Okay. Wow. I see you. I see me. I got the audio broken. I don't see too much now. That's you and me, probably both. I don't see comments. More comments.
There should be a tab or an option to click live chat.
Hold on. Gee. One sec. Do I need it? I'm already subscribed, so I'm subscribed to you. I don't see comments. Oh, there's chat. I see top chat there on the right hand side.
It may take a little bit for people to come in. It looks like on my end your video's half cut off. Do you see that too?
Yeah, it is. That's weird. I do see that.
I just got rid of it and brought it back up.
Let me drop out and come right back, and then there it goes.
Is it back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think there may be a couple times like that where I just have to kind of tweak things real quick, but I mean, first time doing it, so.
That's cool. All
right, folks.
You're streaming GSPro.
Yeah, so I got the range up, and then we'll probably do, if you don't mind, like we did yesterday, if you can set up the live. Hey, Bogeyman Bill, getting it all sorted. That's right. Bogeyman Bill here is a B2B fan.
Hey, good to hear. Yes, getting it all started, Bogeyman Bill. Great to see you, bud.
How's everything looking sound, Bill?
Now, I guess we can talk about this in a little bit, but that worked. That was a good shot. Oh, let me get GSPro up. I don't know. Is there a way in GSPro that we can both join the same practice range? I don't think you can. Oh, maybe you can. I bet you can load practice range. That's a great question. I wonder if you can load the practice range, invite players, and have multiple people on the same practice range. Haven't tried.
That's all right. We could try it next time. I don't mind just doing this, and then figure ads. We don't need to add any extra confusion.
It might break the setup, right?
I know. And guys, well, first, before we get into this, major shout out to MASHIE, not only for taking the time today. We're playing one of his unreleased courses at Denver, and he was kind enough to come on yesterday and try to help me figure out some of these bugs in the setup. So, major shout out to MASHIE. We're going to try my best. I do want to put on the record that based on the limited testing we did yesterday, MASHIE, despite what he may say and the self-deprecation, he is definitely the A player, and I am definitely the B player. So
I don't know about that.
He's going to be carrying the team and probably be going second after I shank him into the woods.
The good news is there's not too many woods on this course. It's not a ton of trouble. There is OB. It is a city course, but not a ton. I think we're going to try to keep a change on the special balls and max advantage square.
Yeah, there's been a couple people, they keep telling me to use the dotted balls for the square, which they're not very nice balls and they're really expensive to buy. But the people, like, I just use the regular balls with my club stickers, and this one person just does not stop peppering me to use the different balls.
So this is, if I remember correctly, this is your first. So I'm gonna call you HRG because I like Hosel Rocket is gonna be way too long to say every time. So HRG, this is your first live stream, right?
First live stream as far as
With me, like with a person, with
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
else.
yeah, correct. Playing online with someone else. Yesterday when we did the test, that was my first time I've ever like joined a room or played with anyone online with GSPro, which is really cool.
That was fun. We had a good time doing that.
Yeah, we won't talk about the scorecard, but it is compared to yesterday. Yesterday was like 20 degrees. It's a nice balmy 38 degrees right now.
But you did play, to be fair, regardless of the scorecard, you played like 700 holes before we got together yesterday.
Yeah, my buddy came over to use the square for the first time, and then we went back on after I played an hour and a half worth of basketball. But Mashie's breaking my cherry. And Bogeyman Bill, he said that Mashie sounded a little bit echoey. That's because he's using the microphone on his webcam. It kind of is what it is.
Yeah,
but at least if you can hear him.
I'll try to walk a little bit closer to the webcam so it's less like that. I don't have a headset on.
Can you guys see Mashie, or is his video?
Is my video, is it in half again?
Yeah,
weird.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that.
That's weird. Like can you see my hand on the video? No, it's like the video stopped.
Let me.
You want me to rejoin the room real quick?
Let me try to do it first on my end, and if that doesn't work, then I'll.
It's like the video froze.
It's weird because like it works perfectly on like if I'm looking at the screen right now. Like I can see you perfectly on like the actual page that I have open for the room. It's just when it's going into GSPro, or not GSPro, rather OBS.
Sorry, gang. We'll get the. Okay, I'm gonna keep Video Ninja up as the primary browser. I don't know if you did something because I can see it now. Now it looks right.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll leave this open. You can do like an option to like toggle your video kind of on and off. I've done that. I'm
just gonna keep that, and I'll keep the chat browser open, so we can chat with folks.
Okay, and now it looks like you're back on my end too, like on the stream, which is good.
I wonder because I had the video, the app minimized, and I wonder if that caused a problem. So.
Oh no, it's back. It could be too. It seems like maybe with GSPro in full screen, I'll try that. Which doesn't make a ton of sense.
Oh, it's bad. Man, we're all of a sudden. That's better. Video still working?
It keeps going back and forth.
Oh,
And I
it
have
keeps
no,
going out. I see it
yeah.
on the screen. It keeps going out.
It's like when I pull this up and I pull up, if you can see my projector, it's going to be a little bit of a delay. If you see my projector, like when I pull this up, it seems to go back. Yeah, see now it's back, but I can't see GSPro.
Why don't you put on your projector, why don't you put the Video Ninja tool just on your monitor and leave it off active, but off your projector. Put it on your monitor.
So I just have the laptop screen. You're saying I should duplicate or extend it?
You're duplicating, not extending, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah. We didn't have this issue yesterday.
That was the same thing. We tried Discord first. It seemed to be the same thing in there. Yeah, it's as soon as I pull GSPro back up, I wonder if I can extend, like you were saying, instead of duplicate.
I would try to extend your desktop to the projector, put GSPro on the extend, and then put the video on the. That's what I would try. Ooh, that was a lot. It's all right, gang. We're trying to get our technical issues squared away. We'll get it. We'll get it. I know we will.
You and Master Blaster are both the big technical guys. That's why I'm trying to lean on you.
He does most of the tech, to be honest with you. He runs the OBS, or our assistant Steve runs the technical stuff for us when he's not drunk or asleep. All right, couple drivers. I'm ready to play whenever we get this technical stuff squared away.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, we'll just run with it. What was that video? Like Bill O'Reilly or something? We'll do it live!
Well, it's up now. Whatever you're doing is working because it's staying up.
Okay. Still look good on your end?
Still looks good on my end. I got the video up and I've got the YouTube channel up. It still looks pretty good. The YouTube stream is not all like GSPro.
Yeah, I think I got to just resize it real quick, and I think we're good to go. I don't know why when I moved that over the projector, it got massive on me.
Change resolutions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
it's
though.
different resolution in your projector versus your laptop screen.
It should. They're both 1080p, so I don't know why it did that, but I'm just sizing it back down.
Yeah, it looks like it's solid now. Just GSPro squared away, and we're good.
Perfect.
I'm going to double check I've got the right version of my own course.
Yeah, well, if we have any bugs in the course, I'll have to have a word with that course designer.
You know, I hear that course designer is a bum.
All right, guys. Let me know in the chat. There's a little bit of a delay, but everything should be back. You should be seeing me. You should be seeing MASHIE. You should be able to hear us both. And it looks like on my end, GSPro's good and MASHIE's not frozen. So the extended display, I think we got it.
Yep. I think that's the way to go. Just extend that out, and that way you're not. Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Very strange though. You would think like we're still connected and we could hear each other the entire time, and it was still going. But the fact that it has to be up.
Yeah. Well, Bogeyman Bill is in here. Are we good? Give us a thumbs up, or I mean, give us something and make sure everything looks good.
Yeah, you said before it looks like you might have it. I think we're good. It's all good on this end. All right, we're gonna roll with it.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to get a course. It's stuck at downloading for some reason. Of course, now there's a downloading issue. I can get it a different way though.
I got it yesterday. I didn't fire it up, but everything I think it still should be good.
It's gone. I'm downloading.
So me and MASHIE were chatting a little bit yesterday, but I watched. He is one half of the Between Two Biomes podcast. I linked it in the video description, and I'll put it down in the pinned comment. But I watched the past couple episodes, and I took some notes. But one of the big things I wanted to mention, which I said MASHIE is the A player and I'm the B player. He recently went to Hawaii, and he shot, correct me if I'm wrong, back-to-back 77s and 78s.
Yeah, I shot. We played we took the family to Hawaii for Christmas break. Instead of doing the traditional, kids don't need to open a bunch of presents. They're old enough now; they don't need a bunch of presents. And I took my daughter. Daughter and I went out and played the Wailea course, the blue course, and the gold course. If you guys have been out there in Maui, and shot a 77 on the blue course and a 78 on the gold course. So no, they weren't. I played my normal distance. I didn't play the furthest back tees, but it was good. We had a fun time.
That's awesome. And I will note, he mentioned in the podcast that his daughter beat him by like 5 strokes each day. So I don't know if MASHIE's the
I haven't beaten her in 2 years, dude.
Best player in the family over there.
Okay, I got a room set up. It's B2B. I got the code loaded, so join in when you're ready.
All right.
And I think we're gonna. Oh, I didn't set the room up for Scramble. Hold on, let me set the match up. We're gonna do Scramble. You wanna play with the back tees?
Yeah, whatever you want. Can we?
You're at altitude. You're at 5280 at the score, so just be aware of that.
Okay. Yeah. So I usually play at 25, so I'll just add an extra 5% or so, and it's cold anyway. So.
For sea level to me, from sea level to here, for me, it's one club, so add about a half club length.
Can you just do 10-foot gimme circles? I've been having some issues with like 7 to 5 foot putts and under with the square recently, so I think that would eliminate some frustration.
So you want 2-foot gimmies? Is that what I hear you saying?
Yeah, exactly. Let's just hold everything out.
How about we do like Saturday pins? I got Scramble set. We got black tees, the back tees. You want Stimp? Let's do Stimp 11. I don't think you liked 12 yesterday when we played the other course, right?
I mean, honestly, it's not gonna make a difference. Putting, I'm so bad with putting on the sim anyways, so.
Okay. And we'll leave everything else the same, and let's just do a nice little calm day, little light breeze. All right, and everybody ready? Oh, you have to go green. Change your shirt to green, or I can change your red. Doesn't matter.
Do I have to do something? You said I have to change it.
No, you're good. You're good. All right, let's see. We're off.
Here we go. Course designed by MASHIE, whoever that is.
Yeah, you guy sucks.
So how much more like tweaking do you have to do before this goes into like the actual course list?
This one's pretty done. I've gotten some feedback from folks that played it. I made some adjustments. This is the latest version I uploaded, I think, over the last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty much ready to go live on SGT. A little bit about the course, just so you know. I only build. I don't do fantasy courses. I do real courses. I don't build for money. I just build for the fun of building.
Mm-hmm.
And in most cases, occasionally I've done builds for some folks, but very rarely. I'm not one of the big commission builders. And I generally only build courses that I've played, so I can take my own experiences to the build that I do. So that's just my own approach. And I played this course twice. It is literally in the center of Denver. It's an old course. It's been here. I think the course has been around since 1929 or something. And it's a private club. It's very exclusive. It's very expensive to get in. All that normal stuff you'd get from a private club, you know.
That's awesome.
And so on the flyovers, as the ball is going, you'll see downtown Denver, all of the condos. They're all placed in the exact spot they are in real life. I did everything I could to replicate the buildings and everything to make it as real as I can.
So how do you have an estimate of how many hours you have into this? Do you track any of that?
You know, depending upon the depth of the course, I don't track it in hours. I can build a course from nothing to in SGT in a week, but that's without custom buildings and things like that. If I start getting into a bunch of custom work, then it's going to take. This course probably took me 2 months.
Is that so? If that week is that a week in your free time, or is that a week if you committed like 8 hours a day to it?
No, that's free time. That's like, you know, I'm on a call for work and I can do some stuff in the background if I don't have to participate a lot. I'm just listening, or, you know, I'm an early riser, so I generally get up at 6 in the morning, grab coffee, and I have a couple of hours for the kids to wake up to go get stuff done. I don't sit at the computer for 8 hours and do courses a day. I don't. I have a day job and a family and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll play it out here to the right, I think. Hopefully draw one back a little bit and hopefully keep it out of the woods.
You'll see on the mini map there's a creek that runs right through the middle of the course. It's actually called Cherry Creek.
Yep.
And it's there in real life, and anything down in there is gone. So obviously it's a hazard, but it's tough in there.
All right, folks, here we go.
Let's go. Oh, good start.
Wow. Well, so that was if you notice the spin and the spin axis, the square slightly missed it. So when that happens, it just reads as a dead straight shot on the start line. But
oh, interesting.
I mean, obviously, I didn't mean to do that, but we'll take that.
We'll take that. It's a good start. Remember, we're Scramble, so we just want the best of the two.
Yep. Now you got free reign.
We got free reign. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I pushed it a bit.
You had a -1 side spin?
Maybe. Is that possible?
I don't know. On my end, it shows a 0.0 spin axis and a -1.
Yeah,
so
it says 0.7. Yeah, same on mine. 0.0
wow.
and.
Hey, good swing.
Face is open, but yeah, thank you. Now, let me warn you on this one. The place to miss on this green is the right. The left side of the green slopes off pretty bad down towards the creek. It won't go into the creek, but just, you know, the right side is the place to be.
Okay, so I'm going to aim just a little right in the wind. Not that that's much. That should push it a little bit. I'm going to, until I start blasting them, if that even happens, I'm going to club up, and I'm going to go smooth. Smooth 9. Usually this would be a pitching wedge, but we'll go smooth 9. We'll see what happens.
Wait, you're going the wrong way on clubs. If your normal 140 shot's a 9, it's going to be a pitching wedge up at altitude.
Oh, I forgot.
You're going
True.
the wrong way. You want to add a half. You want to shorten it by half club.
No, I completely forgot about the altitude. I was thinking 138. That would usually be like a decent pitching wedge, but I was figuring because I was cold, I was just thinking I was playing my regular. I completely forgot about the altitude.
Yep. Yep.
So that's good. That'll actually account for some of it then. Hopefully. I mean, I'll still probably shank this, but. Little toey. All right.
Little draw. Get in there.
Go, baby, go.
Someone brought his A game.
We'll take that. Better to be lucky than good.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
Do we have a goal of what we're trying to shoot?
I was going to ask that. I don't want to put too much pressure on ourselves. What would you consider?
Not going for break 50 challenge?
Yeah, right. Unless you're going to, unless you got Bryson over there with you.
Oh, that was really bad.
Hey, pin high.
Now I'm embarrassed. All right, good. You're up.
All right, we're in for bird, 1 under.
Win for bird.
Anyone in the chat? Anyone?
How do you like the look of the course?
This is awesome. It actually, not that I've never been to Denver, but it kind of gives the feel a little bit of some of the courses around here as well.
Cool.
Some of the stuff with the like the desert courses and whatnot, I can't relate to a ton. This actually has kind of some similar feel to some courses around here, which is cool. You like that?
Right side. That water is in play. A good ball off the.
Yeah, I'm just kind of protecting against the overdraw. I'd almost rather have it catch the tree but still be dry.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. All right. Luckily, that was so poorly hit.
It's all good.
That was headed left, though.
Remember, no pictures on the scorecard.
That's right. Just like yesterday, cart golf.
Cart golf.
Good shot.
Thank you.
Wow, Mashie got me by 5 on that. I don't know if I like that.
Nah. All right, 121 up 8, so it's going to play about close to 130.
Yep. So usually that would be my pitching wedge, but I'll probably, because of the altitude, actually I'll still hit pitch wedge. I'm just going to go smooth.
Yep. Nice. That's like a smooth wedge.
Into the wind, and correct me if I'm wrong. The wind, both here and on course, if you're into, it's about 1% per mile an hour and 0.5% of help.
To be honest with you, I don't know. The only time I factor wind in is when it gets above 5 to 7 miles. Like these little slight breezes, I don't even play it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, I turned it off for all my GSPro rounds because I don't need that extra difficulty
I like
just
having
yet.
it a little bit on because it makes the trees and the grass move.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you look at the trees in the background, you can see a little bit of movement in them. That's from that light breeze.
Huh.
When you have it off, they're just dead static.
Huh. I never even thought of that. A little bit thin.
It's going to work.
Sit.
Shot.
Sit. All right. Put it in there so we don't have to putt it. Looks like it's on a good line. What a shot. Go, baby. Oh, stay there. Stay there.
Shoot.
What were you saying yesterday about those course designers putting the pins on a ridge?
Yeah, you know. What did I also say about I don't ever use the Y key to see where the ridge is? I don't know what you said.
All right. Ooh, one thing I did, I was watching Joe Legowski, if you're familiar with him. He was doing a
Yeah,
scramble.
yeah,
He said a cheat code for scrambles is wherever I aim, if I move the stick, to put your mouse right where the stick is. I mean, he's like a robot, so he knows if he pushes it or pulls it. But say I don't aim either far enough right on this or too far left. If you put your mouse right where I end up aiming, you can adjust your
yeah,
line, if that makes sense.
yep. So I do that actually. I can put the mouse right where you put it, so I know where you put it. We can kind of keep an eye on it. Yep.
Do you like that or not enough?
No, I do like that. I think that's good. It's not. It's going to break more in the beginning of the putt and less at the end. So I think I think it's a good line.
So
Downhill
20,
6 too. So
yeah, so 21 playing about 15.
yeah, I got it. Yeah, I like it.
Come on,
Something
let's
like
go.
that.
Let's go.
So,
Tweet, tweet. I mean, hey, this is an easy game.
this game's not hard at all, dude.
Hey, that's about as good of a start as we could have had.
Birdie, birdie. Little dog leg left, par 4. We just have to get one out there.
All right, we got room. One thing I don't love, I offset my GSPro, so it feels like I'm kind of disoriented with aiming. It feels like it's pushing me so far. I kind of have to scroll back and forth to see kind of where I'm at. But looks like we have.
When I played this course a few years ago, they have a no cell phone on the course policy, and I got yelled at. I used to use my cell phone for tracking all my shots and everything. And the marshal came by and yelled at me for having my cell phone out on the tee box.
Really? Why is that? Pace of
They don't
play?
want they want phones they want phones in the course. They don't want people taking calls and stuff.
Huh.
He was
I
actually
never.
cool when I said I'm just using it for shot tracking. He was like, cool. He's like, just no phone calls.
Huh. Never heard of that before.
I hadn't either. I don't know if it's still there. It's been a few years since I played it. Oh, that looks good, dude. Carry the bunker.
Bounce right.
Right, right. Oh.
Yeah, I might have to start aiming a little bit further right to account for some of these draws, but that's also looking really good. Even better. What a shot. Good ball.
Yep.
Told you
I
guys.
like it.
That's why I'm going first.
I'm taking mine, even though it's 1
Oh,
yard
yeah.
longer.
100%. You sure you don't want to be in the bunker?
I'd rather not be in the bunker from 151.
Actually, just got done saying I got to start aiming a little bit further right.
Chat's awful quiet. I don't know how many folks are watching us tonight.
It shows 7 right now.
All right, cool.
It's weird. Sometimes I do. I mean, we had some issues with this anyways. I was going to do a vertical stream, but then I'm managing 2 chats, and some people. I feel like those sometimes I can get over 100 people in those. Just people are scrolling on their phone. Maybe if we do it again, I'll get both going. Keep drawing. Keep drawing.
Oh, good distance, dude.
Safe shot.
Yep, all good. All right, let's see.
Maybe MASHIE can talk me into joining SGT. I don't know. Maybe.
It's good. The tournaments are a lot of fun. That was not well struck, but it'll work.
That's a good
The
miss.
tournament's a lot of fun, and there's a bunch of other ones that I don't do, but most of the tournaments in SGT that I play, the standard tour events, are just you play by yourself on the screen. And you can play with other people that are in SGT as well, but there's a bunch of other tournaments, dogfights and a bunch of others where you play with people and you stream, and it's a ton of fun.
So we got a double breaker. Do I just go right at it, or?
I would put it right on the right edge, just outside the right edge, because I think it's going to break a little bit more in the beginning, a little less at the end. So I would go right at the right edge.
Okay. So 17 playing 20. Break!
A little hard?
Little bit. I wanted to make sure I got it there. Probably, I think I probably put it.
I think I'm going to play it just inside yours.
I might have putted that through the break a little bit too. I think maybe if I, maybe a little bit less, that would have broke. I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
Oh!
Burn the edge. Pull it a smidge and then burn the edge.
Hey, that's all right. If we can limit it to pars at worst, we're in good shape. Those are two pretty good rolls. I mean, yours was a little bit better speed, but.
Oh, my tees are off. Look, I need to fix my tee boxes.
Let me see. I have the chat, so it's kind of small and we're on a delay. But I saw yesterday. I couldn't see you when we were doing the test, but I saw you have the lab. How do you like that thing?
I love my DF3. I got it in August and I've been using it since. I will never ever claim to be a good putter. I've not my whole life, and I've had more better putting rounds with my DF3 than I've ever had with any other putter. I've not had one of those magical 29 putt rounds in real life, but it has almost eliminated 3 putts for me. So I can't complain.
From what I've heard, it's the feeling of people saying they just feel like they need to get it started online, and it kind of does the rest.
Yep. That was the hardest thing was for me to take my hands. So you need really soft hands with the lab. And when you take the soft hands, then you just focus on the line and the speed. There you go. Good ball.
A little bit low, a little bit better ball speed, but.
God, do I have to start swinging harder and try to keep up with you? I told you you're the longer hitter.
Yeah, not by much. I mean.
Yeah, but I got you by what? I'm guessing I got you by 15 years.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he didn't even hesitate. That's it. That was not well struck. I swung hard. We'll take yours.
Hey, that's fine. That's what it's all about, though. We got one out there in the fairway.
Yep.
So I don't know. What would you consider, like, where does a draw turn into a hook? Mine was, I think, 11. Yours was 29. Yours was obviously a little more.
Oh, mine was don't look at that. That was the really bad. That was a closed club face that was a bad swing all across the board.
I was wondering for me, like, if I'm trying to have a goal, I'm thinking, like, probably 3 degrees of spin axis either way. It's pretty tight. I just don't know into, like, what territory, like, a sizable draw turns into a hook or, like, a sizable fade turns into a slice.
I think you should be in to out 3 to 5 degrees, close club face 3 to 5 degrees. That will get you a nice little baby draw,
Mm-hmm.
But then I think you start going closing the club face more than that, and you start just hooking the shit out of it. Sorry, the crap out of it. Now, this pin is long is better. This pin is way up front, right by the edge. That pin probably, that's a good looking ball. Pin probably needs.
Come on! Wow, that's not going to give it to us, is it? Wow. That felt good, too.
Looked good. You're taking the additional elevation nicely into the altitude into play.
Yeah, so that one, usually this would have been like 118. I probably would have done like a smoother pitch wedge. That one I took a fuller swing with an approach wedge. But 118, get some spin on it.
I was trying to go long and see if it'll come back off the hill.
Woo! Come on, baby. I like this. I like this. Don't stop there. Don't stop there. Wow. What a shot.
Oh, it gave it to us. It was yours.
Ooh. All right. Back on the birdie train. Here we go. Playing some golf.
180. Right. Basically playing 180. Left trouble. You know, Bogeyman Bill, you're funny. Your question about getting you to join SGT. I got you to use Discord.
I know. So I have used it before, but I haven't I just joined stuff. And I've never sent a direct message or video called anything. But it seems like a pretty awesome platform.
Yeah, my greenskeeper was off a little bit.
So I was curious. I had a couple questions about. I was scrolling through your channel. I've heard there's tutorials of how to build your own course. Are people referencing your channel, or is there another one out there that has tutorials?
Well, it's the same. What kind of happened was the guy I do the show with, Master Blaster, he recorded an entire video series on how to create a course using one of our tools. Oh, this is looking. Hold on.
That's got to go. That's got to go.
Get on there. You're good. And so then that's been up for a while, and he redid them when the new tools came out. And then when we started doing the show, it was the same YouTube channel. It was the same Between Two Biomes YouTube channel. So they've kind of all merged into one, which is our show is on the same channel as where all those videos are.
Okay.
Good swing, man. That's trouble.
I was grabbing another Diet Coke. Hey, that's some good distance right there.
Yeah.
You got any bourbon over there hiding?
Not at noon. I might actually go up. I need to get some. That's a great point. I gotta go get something. I'll pop out in a second while you're hitting and grab something. Because we should. If you're popping the top on a
Well, for the record, that was a Diet Coke, but I do have my Miller lattes right over there. So maybe if we get this, maybe the next bird we could do a little cheers. But
there.
I don't want to peer pressure you into starting to day drink too early.
What do you like? I like it out. It's not going to be. It's going to break to the right a bunch.
There or more.
Yeah, I agree, Bogeyman Bill. The videos are great. There's a lot of it's because the process is fairly complicated, you know. So once you get the flow down of doing your LiDAR and getting all your trains done and doing your Inkscape splining, once you understand the flow, then it becomes easier. But first time through, I can see that.
Break.
I did not see where you marked it. I wasn't paying attention. Where'd you?
I was pretty much. I was close to this grid mark on the that was probably close to where I was. Again, I think I hit that too firm and I hit it through some of the break.
Okay, I'm gonna go here. 19 up 1.
But hey, all we need here, we're in for par, so.
Yep. See if I can't put this in. Oh. Good speed, just
Good putt.
too much break. Right on line.
Hey,
I
300
think it
through
was almost
5.
straight. 0.1 left, so I barely pulled. It's pretty straight.
Black Cloud said this is a really nice course.
Thank you.
So my follow-up for those was, if I were to do it, I know it's tough to say, or like the average Joe or Boogeyman Bill, how long would it take, and do you have to buy any additional like tools? Like, what would it cost if I were to do it 100% by myself?
All the tools are 100% free. You don't need to buy anything. You just download them. You know, I've heard people say for a first course, first time ever doing it, it takes 100 to 150 hours of build time. I think it just depends on how proficient people are with tools in general. You know what I mean? Like it could be less than that.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think the hardest part is each set of tools has its own set of menus and navigation. Just learning how to use each set of tool, each program takes a bit. For me, that was one of my hardest things.
Yeah, so you got like 5 different learning curves that.
Yeah, exactly. So. Oh, great ball. 144. Someone is pumped up.
Yeah, again, it's feeling better. I've been hitting this so poorly. I still have my 3-wood shaft to try to reduce some of the dispersion, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll be happy until I'm back up towards 150 again, but beggars can't be choosers. $145, a little snappy.
A little snappy, but I got the speed up. A little snappy. $100-yard shot.
Okay. Yeah, so 90 for my feel for the difference would be 95, that's nothing. I'll be lucky if I can put it within 5 yards anyways. This is another one of those Bryson DeChambeau distances over the house.
Yeah, so Black Cloud. Yeah, listen, what I was referring to for sure, what I was referring to was you can build a course and spend $0. There's default assets, there's trees, there's grasses that are all part of the base package we use. But he is 100% right. I probably spend, you know, I don't know how much, but you can spend a lot of money buying assets, buying trees, buying things that you want to put in your course. So yeah, I know some designers spend thousands of dollars to have certain stuff that they want to put in their courses, and when you buy them, they're yours. You don't share them with anybody, you know.
So those people, I'm assuming they look at it more of an investment to reuse in the future with commissions.
Yeah,
and
once you buy the asset, you can reuse it wherever you want. I bought a few assets for sure. I usually wait till they go on sale. They do like Black Friday. There's usually Unity has a big sale that happens.
What's the T-Rex asset?
The T-Rex assets, all those kind of things. There's also, I mean, as you can imagine, there's a huge, not specifically to GSPro, but there's a huge community of builders building 3D assets. So you can go to like 3D Warehouse, you can go to, some are free, some are $5. Like you can usually find what you want out there if you don't want to build it yourself.
How much extra would you guess? Like, how much time does it take to add all like the T-Rexes and like those archways and like the Jeeps and everything?
Adding, that was a thin, oh my God, that was
Sorry, I was
so bad.
talking in your shot too.
No, you're good. I'm embarrassed. I'm like adding that stuff in doesn't take time. You just drag it into the scene and it places it and you just have to size it. It's the hardest thing is finding the assets. I don't know if he found a Jurassic Park pack that he purchased or he had to go scour the internet and find a bunch of dinosaurs. I don't know what he did. Sometimes that's the hardest part. And you know, like for me, I like to find stuff that's unique that other designers aren't using to give courses my own look and feel, you know?
Right. How do you like that line? I'm not the best at reading these greens with the dots.
Your stick isn't showing up for me, so let me look at the.
Okay, I'm right. I'm right in the center of the two grid lines to the left.
Yeah, I like that. I think this thing's gonna move pretty far left to right. But like I'll tell you, I'll show you this. I think a second if you put.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Good line, good speed.
Stop.
But it's funny, like for me as a designer who builds a lot of courses, I think I tend to look at courses a little differently. Like for me, when I look at this, what we see here, I have to wait for the screen to catch up. Well, actually, no, it's good. You see those bunkers are on the green behind us?
Yep.
You see how there's a shadow, like there's a little black shadow at the upper part of the bunker close to the green, a little darker sand there?
Yep.
Like that's an intentional thing I try to do by putting some shading to where the sun is like. So there's things like that that I look at. I look at on the left. If you look at to the left of the grass over there, you see the mow lines are in it over there. And so I look at all these little things on courses and be like, you know, does it look right? Does it look natural? You learn as a designer building these things to look for all kinds of really strange things that you don't really, most people don't look at.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just like it looks cool, it looks really realistic. But for someone like you that have built stuff, you can notice all the little minute details. Whether you like them, you say, "Oh, that's different. That's cool. They did a really good job with this."
And I can see all my flaws. I see flaws all over the place on this course.
I haven't seen any. Oh, this looks good. Good putt.
So anyway, but it's fun. And the funny thing is too, is I take that into real life and I play real life golf. I look at bunkers and I'm like, oh, I got to look at this bunker. Look how it looks like. Look at the lip on this bunker. And I take that into Unity and try to recreate it.
Look at this pin location.
-3. We need a couple more birdies on this going into the end of the front nine.
I know it could be. Maybe it might be Miller Latte time. Spice things up. Come on.
Well, you got that draw going. Get up in there. Well,
Yeah, I've been overdoing it as of late, but I'm just kind of adjusting to it. That one I aimed either, it's still kind of sizable, aimed a little bit too far right, but that pin location, I don't want to miss this into the rough. Sit.
wow. Still strong.
Hey, couple draws.
I needed a shorter club.
All right, seemingly not much in this one.
Yeah, I think it's just out maybe a cup.
It depends too. I've been hammering these putts. You haven't been hitting as much, so I feel like definitely that last one you played significantly more break on your aim on that last one. I know you couldn't see my aim line on that. All right, 15 feet. I mean, I like our chances to be in for par from here, but I'd like to see one of these drop.
Par is given. We're not. It's not. We're not. No, birdie is like 80% on birdie. Go in right there. Told you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Nice little narrow shoot coming through this one.
All right. It's Miller time. Cheers, Mashie. Thanks again for doing this.
You got it, my friend. Cheers. Thanks for doing your channel. Thanks for reviewing a couple of my courses and all the designers appreciate it.
Yeah, I gotta do some more. That one you mentioned, Tashua Knolls in Connecticut.
That's the Connecticut one I did. I did that for somebody. Is this our first par 5?
Was number 1 a 5 or no?
No, I don't think so. I think it is.
T. Yeah, this is the first par 5. So
Yeah, it
there's 2 on the back.
is. 643 on the par 5.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Gonna need something in that 145 territory. How often do you change your ball location on the tee to account for like this tree here or stuff like that?
Sometimes I do. I'm not on this one because I'm actually going at that green tree at the far fairway, and I'm going to try to draw it in.
A little bit low.
We'll still cut. You're good.
Stay there.
Fairway.
Stay there.
Stay there.
Wow, just into it. No draw on that one. I aimed right.
I feel like that's the GSPro curse for me. Every time I like hit a fairway and it just trickles right to the edge of the rock.
What were the I didn't look. What were like the fairway and the green firmness?
Normal.
Normal.
That was not good. It works, it just wasn't good.
Fairway. How's the other team doing that y'all are facing? We're not facing anyone. We're facing ourselves right now. But Bogeyman Bill's got to get. He has GSPro. He can get a partner and see if he can beat us.
You want the rough or you want the fairway shot? There's only 3 yards difference.
Fairway, right? So we don't have to mess with that 6%.
Yep.
All right. Only 378. But yeah, no, Black Cloud. We're just playing as a team.
We're just playing Scramble
for
against
fun.
nobody.
Just because I wanted to be on Mashie's team instead of playing against him because it wouldn't be too much of a. Although I'm not hitting it terrible.
Oh, good draw. Good swing. 142. What'd you hit? 3-wood?
That was a 3-wood. Yeah, it was kind of scuffy and low, but that's what I've been saying. Like that was still not hit. Like I didn't feel like I hit that well, and the ball speed there off the deck. Like that's like some of my drives.
So do you tee your 3-wood up at all off the sim deck like this, or do you try to hit it off the actual hitting mat?
Well, I mean, for something like this, I feel like it's a little bit cheesy. Teeing it up for something like this, like in the fairway.
Yeah.
But yeah, off the tee for sure.
Okay, since we're up there handy, I'm just gonna take a 3-wood and try to put another handy one.
$136.
Yeah, yours is better. Way better.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that though. 236 on the rollout with a 3-wood off the deck. All right, 113 up a yard.
So really? I know my pins. I know why my pins are all off a little bit on this course. I wish I had realized that before we played. When one of the things that we do as designers is we get a view of the satellite imagery of the course, and then we get a view of the terrain layout, and we match the two together. And when I first built this, I forgot to do that, and so everything was off a little bit. The greens sloped off and everything. So I had to move all of the course about, I don't know, 5 or 6, maybe 10 feet, kind of southeast. And so I moved everything, but I forgot to move the pins to go with it. So the pins are too close to what they like. This one, I have to fix that.
Yeah, this is like almost one of those greenskeeper challenges pins.
Yeah, this pin is not like the pin normally would be another 15 paces on, you know. That's why it's a beta course.
Oh, that was thin. Go. Or sit. Thin to win, thin to lose. I scrolled through some of those tutorials that he Master posted recently, and it seemed like you get the he was going through how to map out the tee boxes. I think from what I understand, you get the lidar first, and then you put like the Google Maps over that.
That was well struck, dude.
Good swing. I mean, it was right over it.
Just a smidge long.
It was that workout you did earlier.
Yeah. Are you on? Yeah, you're on the green, right?
Yeah, we're about the same again.
Yeah, but yours is uphill with a little left to right. Mine is a little downhill. Let's do yours. Oh, wait. Yeah. No, wait. I think I grabbed the wrong one. No.
I think we were similar because so I'm like here, you were just a little bit further left on the fringe.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
either
that
way.
pin's wrong. I gotta fix that. Sorry about that, dude. I gotta fix that. That's not a good thing.
You don't have to apologize
Got
to
a
me.
break to the right and a break to the left. Look at that. I think it's straight, man.
So this will play 13 feet down.
Yeah. Little 19-footer.
Wow. I tried. I've been blasting them by. I tried to take some off of that. That was better speed, but I barely hit that.
What would say 19 down? 13 down. 19-footer.
Yeah. Break in there. Break in there. Oh, he drops it in. Let's go. That's a bomb. Nice putt.
Thanks, dude.
Hey, 5 under.
I like it.
I've been known to have some epic collapses, but
No, hey, we don't talk like that. That's not, nope.
this one I'm gonna move the ball.
Yeah,
over
I
for
moved
sure.
the tee over a little bit as well. This one I probably need to move some trees a little bit left of this. It's crowding the box a little bit. I need to make the trees a little smaller or move them off to the left a little bit.
So it looks like I actually moved the ball like into the rough. Will that affect my tee shot at all?
No. On the
Okay.
tee, it's all 0-0 tee. It doesn't matter what you graphically you see. Okay, good to know what I need to fix. That's why we play these courses, right? You got to figure out it's why they go beta before they go into SGT.
So how often do you just kind of scroll through with like the mouse mode to kind of pick out stuff, or do you play these a lot to kind of perfect them?
Play with I have a mouse license GSPro, and so I mouse through playing from the back tees every course. I just miss some stuff. If you want, one set of eyes.
Did you say a mouse license?
Yeah, it's just I can't use it in the sim. At GSPro, I bought it years ago. I don't think they do it anymore. It's just a license that I can only use it with my mouse on my design PC upstairs.
Oh, because I've done that before here. I didn't think it was anything special. I thought you could just switch back and forth.
Maybe it's not. Yeah, maybe it's not anything special. I know I can't use it in the sim though. If I try to load it in the sim, it says you're not enabled to use launch monitors on it.
Huh.
But so I keep two subscriptions just so I can design upstairs in my main PC and then play for fun in the sim. That works. 146, man. Every hole that goes by, you get stronger and faster.
A little low again, but yeah. I do think too. I mean, typical simulator user saying that, oh, I hit it further on the course, but I've seen some testing done with the square versus other units. And on average, it was 2 to 3 miles an hour slower on ball speed across the bag. And then there were some driver shots that were upwards of 5 miles an hour slow. Not that, obviously, I'm not hitting it like that's not a 170 ball speed by any means. But if that maybe was closer to like maybe 148, 149, I don't know. But good swing. Or good result, at least. I can't really. Your swing, I have it up on the live stream. It's a little bit small, but good result.
Well, I
I don't know how you
got
felt
I
about the
got
swing.
like 20.
Wow, so you just have a better line? 260. What did I hit that? How are you closer?
You were left.
Oh.
You know what? You know how I hit it closer? Right here, my friend. That's how I hit it closer.
What was it? I didn't see it.
Oh, here, the camera, right here. That's how I hit it closer. A little stronger.
Oh. I told you it was that stupid workout you did.
You know, it is funny. Like, I do find that sometimes when I play the day that I work out, I do hit the ball further.
Nice putt, no negative talk. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it positive. Yeah, it's funny you say that. Sometimes you do, sometimes you kind of loosen up and you still have that little bit of a pump going, and then other times,
Yep.
I don't know. I took a little bit of a break for like a year and a half from lifting, just to kind of work on my golf a little bit more because I just felt like either I would play after I lifted and sometimes it would be a little bit wonky, and then even the day after, if you have a hard workout, you're sore trying to do something with
Yep.
precision. It's a little bit, I don't know, but
Yep, I agree. All right, 210. What do you think?
I don't know. And I mean
210's all the way in the back. You only need to land at less than probably 190.
yeah, the extra 5%. So that's another 10. So I can play this closer to 200. I think I'll try a 6.
My water bottle go. Are you guys that are watching this? Are you having fun? Are you enjoying this? Like, are we doing okay? We boring? A big old swinging hook on that. I mean, draw on that. Good ball. Good
Thanks.
ball.
I don't know. I mean, a little bit thin. I was debating the 5, but I think that 5, if I hit that same swing, that would have been probably on the fringe off the back.
Oh, I closed the face a little bit. Right distance and everything. I just
Yeah,
closed
good
the face
distance.
up there. All right. Pretty easy. Straight putt. And a little bit left to right.
Yeah, not much. I'm thinking like a cup left.
I like it.
Oh, no
Any
read
go
from
read?
no read from the square. Yeah, I don't think I hit that enough. Or I did.
You pulled it too. So I think I like your line. I think you just pulled it. It was right speed too.
Yeah, it's honestly a little bit tough. I'm putting off this Country Club Elite strip. Sometimes it's tough to tell because it's a little bit bumpy whether I like legitimately felt like a pull or if because of the bumps it just started left. So sometimes I almost feel like maybe I pushed one, but because of the bumps on the mat it comes out left. So it's a little bit deceiving of I need to figure out a better situation for putting.
That's got a chance.
Oh, good roll.
Man, I thought that was going in.
Hey, that doesn't hurt us.
Nope. Nope.
So,
All right.
5 under
Back.
through 9.
Let's keep it up.
This probably looks
you're,
like
you're more accurate today with your driver than I was yesterday. Spot on. And you want me to go first on the SPAC and let you swing away? You've been pretty good with your driver.
I don't know, whatever you want. Either keep it the same, seems like it's working, or honestly, I'm probably gonna hit the same shot no matter what. So
Yep.
You probably are too,
I
for the
like it.
most
Let's
part.
keep it.
This one, it seems like you said you played this course. I can imagine if these trees are accurate representation, that's a pretty tight window to sneak it through these trees.
Yeah, and they're huge, old. They've been there for 100 years, right? They're big, they're old, they're beautiful trees, you know.
That was low.
Okay, stay right
All
there.
right, sit.
Don't get on the downslope. How down is it? I guess you can you see how down yours is?
On the lie, no, it says it's up 5 feet, but that's the slope. Good ball, Mashie. Split the fairway. That's why you're going second.
Yeah. You got me by a yard, but once again, we'll take the fairway. I'll tell you in the next hole. There's something that remind me that on the next hole there's something to talk about.
Okay. So I
Oh,
think.
par five, 263. Can you get?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm kind of salivating over this one. This is gettable if I hit it decent.
Okay, good. It's 240 to carry the front bunker there to get on the green at all. I don't have a 240 3-wood off the deck.
Well, I do sometimes. We'll see if I do here.
Okay. Yeah, Bogeyman, I saw that too. They put the slider on the square. I saw that square on the slider. I saw that. Go.
I like it.
Go.
Oh, no! I hit that pretty good, too.
You know what? Hey, there's nothing wrong with the green side bunker.
Wow, 2 degrees of spin access, 144. I thought that was going to be really good.
All right, well, I'm gonna go at it because we're already up there. Green side bunker shots are easy at GSPro.
Yeah, I mean, we're hitting 3 right up by the green,
yes,
so.
We're hitting 3 from green side, so I'm gonna hit 3-wood and try to get up. I don't think I can. I'm gonna try it.
I like this. Carry!
Oh,
Good
it was
shot.
close.
Yeah, Bill, those sliders are cool. I may have to look into that. Someone suggested like a drawer gliding slider, which you would think would be pretty cheap, or just find a drawer and take it out, maybe.
I'm gonna take yours because mine's 13 up. Like it's pretty steep on that upslope. You okay with that?
Yeah, whatever you want.
It's gonna break left, so just make sure you go play a little bit to the right. Hey, I'm not unhappy with that 3-wood off the deck. That was pretty darn good for me.
Yeah, I mean 240 rolled out.
Yep.
139 ball speed. So 25% greenside bunker, correct?
Greenside bunkers are based on the loft of your club. The more loft you have, the less penalty.
Oh, really? So that's one of those dynamic ones?
It's a dynamic one, yeah, just like deep roughs. If the more loft you have, the less penalty. So it's not a static. I always play it by feel as opposed to like percentage.
Okay. I remember I wrote down the guidelines, and I remember I have seen that some of them are a little bit more, a little bit less.
Like I want to land this one probably 15 to 18 yards, so I know what the feel is for 15 to 18. I don't know
Yeah, so I'm thinking 22 up is just shy of 2 yards. So that's 24, and then I would play that an extra 5. So I would say 29 total, and then I would probably try to fly it about 23-ish.
See, it's math. Math is hard, dude.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. I've asked people, I don't know if there's like when you're taking the penalty, I don't know if I've asked you this before, when you're taking the penalty for like even if this was just 10%, and it matters more for like the deep rough when you're like 20%. But when you do that, do you add the elevation first and then you do the penalty, or is it like, so would you do like?
You always do the elevate. Oh, so careful. Always do the altitude first, then do the elevation, and then do the penalty.
Okay. Yeah, because
That's
I've
what
wondered
I
that
do.
because sometimes if there's like a massive, you're in like the fairway, a massive upslope or downslope, it could be like a 20-yard elevation difference
Yep.
as far as like the slope, which matters for that like the extra 10%. It
Yep.
could be an extra 5 or 10 yards either way.
I always have to start with what's the base club to start with, which that would be altitude based on where I'm playing. And then I figure out, do I need to increase or decrease my club for the elevation? And then I figure out, okay, now I got it there to get there. Do I need to worry about penalty? And that's
Go!
Pretty good.
Yeah, so that came out again based on how I hit it, but that came out
Get a 40 VLA out of it though, so you got underneath it. Oh wait.
77
yeah, that's
speed.
right. Yeah, that's right. I want to line this up a little bit to the right.
Sorry, that should have been, I pushed it a little bit too. That should have been inner circle from there.
It's all right. All good. I got you, bro.
Spin. Wow.
Come on. It's been my biggest complaint. They fixed it a little bit, but there's not enough spin. Bunker shots roll out too much, if you ask me.
Yeah, so that had 25% on yours, I think. Reduction. No, that was yours. So you had 17% reduction.
My
in
last
spin.
shot was 80% speed, 83 spin.
Yeah.
And I had a 48-degree vertical launch. I got really underneath it like I wanted to. I want to hit it high and soft.
Do you get into some of the physics type of stuff? Like, do you have like opinions? I know you said it doesn't spin enough, but can you like notice that stuff enough to have an opinion? Like GSPro needs to change this one way or the other.
Yeah, I think they've done the latest release, the V3 release. I think they've done a really nice job on the ball rolling physics on the green. And I really like they've done a great job. Now, remember you used to chip it if you landed it in the rough, it would stick. Now you can actually land it in the rough and it will bounce out and roll down. So I think that's been much better than it used to be. I still think, personally, I think coming out of bunkers, like that ball, it was an uphill shot, and I was leaned back and I got a 48-degree VLA and the ball didn't spin back at all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think they roll out a little bit too much out of bunkers still. Personal.
So I'm thinking, unfortunately, this is right in the territory. I know we did the 10 and we're just outside of it, but considering it's down 3, it seems like right at that 7 foot mark. I've had times where I have to hit this stupid thing like 5 times and it doesn't go, and then eventually I just get frustrated and I have to hit it a little bit harder. This may be one of those that I just have to hit it harder and maybe it bounces off the pin.
Yeah, no worries. Let's just do your shot. If it doesn't read, we'll figure it out. It's just a pretty straight, maybe inside left cup, and it's in the hole.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. So I hit one. I don't know if you saw that. I hit one first. It was a no read. That one I hit a little bit more, and that's kind of what I expected. It's frustrating too because I feel like that's not that hard of a putt, and the square for whatever reason with this new update has been struggling.
It's okay. I got you. I love my Unicore. My Unicore, it's so good. I get no reads. Putting is great. I mean, I don't have a bad thing to say about my Unicore.
You just put that in? Attaboy.
No, I've had it for about a year and a half.
Oh
now.
no, I meant the putt.
Oh yeah, I made it. We're good. Another birdie.
What's the subscription for Unicore?
Well, I'm in before the sub, so I don't have one. I'm grandfathered in.
Oh, really? That's big.
But I do think it's $150 a year, which is not bad these days for subs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, what is like 4 sites like 500?
Yes, exactly. Yep. Good. Right down the middle. Go.
I aimed right again. It didn't draw that much. Wow.
Yeah, it didn't.
That was pretty straight.
So this hole, okay.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
see when we
sorry.
get to the. No, you're good. When you get to the green, this reminded me. We'll look at the mini map on here. But this green, the LiDAR was from before the course was redone, but the satellite imagery was from after the course was redone. So if you look at the green, when we get closer to it, the green was actually about 20 yards further forward and closer to the creek with 3 bunkers surrounding it. The current, the way it is now, is the way it is in real life now, and I had to create it from scratch. I had to redo the whole green, the bunker, I had to redo it all just to make it work.
So they must have just had some dead space back there that they decided to utilize?
Yeah, I think they just extended the whole 20 yards, made it a little longer, and so it was just interesting because when I first built it, I'm like, this doesn't match. How come? Oh, I cut that. That's not good either. We'll take yours.
Literally right next to each other.
Shoot, this is the first hole of 10 holes. We have a little bit of trouble.
No worries here. So it's going to come out a little bit right, which honestly, so I'll probably leave that. It's going to come out a little bit right, but if I draw this, that should probably kind of neutralize it a little bit. So I would play this out of the rough. I'd add an extra 10 yards to it, so 200, and then
Yep.
I think it's another 6. What kind of hitting mat do you have, or hitting strip? Looked like you had a strip in there.
Yeah, I bought the mat. I don't remember the mat is. I bought it off like Rain and Shine Golf when I first built my sim, and I was hitting directly off of it because they say you can, and you can put real tees in it, which I like.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Healy. And wet. Oh, boy.
Well, the water works. We know the water
boy.
works. All right.
So
I got you. You have to select before I go.
Yeah, I was going to say, so I have to select my own shot?
Yep. You've got to place it where you want to place it, and then I'll go. And then I actually developed about, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago, whatever. I developed some really bad tendonitis in my, golfer's elbow and both my right and left elbow. And it was from the mat. The mat was too hard, and so I cut in a EZT hybrid strip into it, and since then I've had 0 issues.
So I don't usually change it a ton when I usually just kind of drop it, but I moved it back into the fairway. That's probably better, right, than hitting out of that stupid
Yeah,
hole.
you can move it back as far as that's rule golf. You go back along the line as far as you want. All right, I'm gonna play it over here. I think the coming out right is gonna be bigger than we think.
Luckily, I was just thinking with those rules, I was going to talk about the colliders. Luckily, we haven't had any of those just yet.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about that on this course. There's not many trees in the way on this course, Well, that was funny. That ball started to come out just like I thought it was. And then it was a weird shot. It started to draw after the.
Perfect distance. I like that. I like that better than mine. Good miss.
All
right. Ooh, we're on a downslope. Colliders, though. Bogeyman Bill is a GSPro aficionado in here. I was watching Martin Borgmeyer's one of his streams, and he was in the trees. I mean, he hits it 400 yards. So he was in the trees a couple times. But the colliders are a thing where if you're in a tree line, MASHIE was showing me yesterday, you can kind of click on it, and it'll show you whether it'll ricochet one way or the other, or if you can get straight through it, which is kind of a little bit of a cheat code if you're in a bad spot.
I'm curious. Black Cloud, I'm curious. I had heard Yeah, I heard the same thing, that those Fiberbill mats are really easy on the joints, but I heard they don't feel realistic. Oh, there you go. Go ahead. I heard they don't feel realistic. Do you agree or do you not agree? Since you got one.
Black Cloud over here has been getting a bunch of upgrades. He just got an MGI Zip Navigator, and he upgraded to a Fiberbill too. Dude must have hit the lottery.
Yeah, dude. 15 yards. All right, a little down. Too much. That down killed it. I was going aggressive since you were again. Good par.
We're good. Hey, we'll take it. Good recovery. You saved us
there.
there.
Little par 3, 190 yards.
Yeah, little. All right, I get that drawback. So I think I'm gonna play this as a feel of about 180 for the altitude elevation, I think.
Yep, I like it.
Black Cloud has a SkyTrack Plus. He's way into.
I heard those are good. I heard they're much better than the original SkyTracks.
Yeah, I don't know if he can speak on that, but he's going to be making a move. His future unit that he's going to be getting is the Pro T VX overhead. Run Pud Run was in one of my live streams, and that's what he has. Seems like all you course designers have all really nice overhead units.
Yeah, I'm not spending thousands of dollars on a new map. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Run's a great guy. Run Pud Run that is one awesome dude.
Wow.
Oh, that came up short, man.
Yeah, no draw and way short. That was a 7. That felt decent. Must have been a little bit heely.
Must have been.
Not great. Falling apart here.
No, hold it together. Positive. Come on, draw. Shoot.
Hey, we're making it interesting.
Yeah, we are. This is the harder stretch of this course. So this is 11, 12, 13, 14 are probably the hardest stretch, and it kind of gets easier.
Course shows his teeth a little bit.
Yeah. All right, 13 yards. It's just a little flop up there.
So I'm playing this as like 17 total.
Yep, I like it.
Up slope, so it's going to launch a bit higher and land a bit softer.
I'm going to play it like a sand shot, actually, when I go. Sit.
Wow, too much. Gave that deep rough too much respect.
That's the one thing I would like to see GSPro add. You know, we do our B2B show. We try to always have a feature request. One of the things I would love to see are what I call dynamic physics, where I can have a rough and I can choose spots in the rough to play like rough, spots to play more between a rough and a deep rough, and spots, you know, because not all rough is equal.
Based on the grass type,
I'd like to be able, as a designer, be able to say, hey, this part of it, I want this to play more like a deep rough, but this part of it near the green is more like regular rough.
just following each other. Black Cloud says SkyTrack Plus is good, but I'm going to upgrade to the Pro T VX. Plus misreads a lot of shots, and putting is really off. Don't even bother putting on sims.
I hear great things on the Pro T.
Start off with the R10.
And I think there's no sub with the Pro T, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think Black Cloud was saying that the SkyTrack is like 250.
Yeah, I think it's 250s or sub.
Yeah, for the Sky Track.
I started off with a Mevo Plus, and then went from there to a BLP, went from there to my Unicore overhead, my XO.
Do you have lefties at all that play?
No, it's just me and my daughter. She's a bit of a sim snob.
Really?
She likes, I mean, meaning she would prefer to go play outside. She does not like to come inside and play.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying she's like picky on the unit and like the
No,
mat
no,
and all
no.
that stuff.
She's like, no. She feels like, I don't know. I mean, she's going to go play college golf, so she plays at a different level than I do, and she just does not like coming down and playing in the sim at all.
Even
For
just
any
like
serious.
even on the practice range, like she must be able to work on her
Yeah.
swing though, right?
I think she doesn't like swinging inside. I think it's just not, she's not comfortable doing it, and she'd rather not do it than have to adjust to swinging inside.
Right.
It's my guess. Too much. Good speed, just a little too much respect.
Hmm.
You're putting it all on me. How far up did you go?
Right about there. But again, I think I probably just too much. I hit it through the break again.
Well, you pulled it. You pulled it almost a degree and a half too. You pulled it a bit.
Oh yeah, I don't have HLA up, so you that's probably why you've been seeing some of them.
Yeah, I can see your HLA. I love looking at HLA for putting, and so yeah, you pulled that 1.4. So I'm gonna go inside you a little bit, and then I'm gonna just kind of hit it straight and let the break take it. And it's 21 feet. I pushed it.
Good speed. All right.
It was in, but I pushed it. Oh man, we got a bogey. God.
We dropped one.
I think that's no, that's not. That was hard. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hit 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say what is this?
Well, the problem is the tee is right behind the tee is a wall. So where the GSPro puts the camera, which is 6 feet behind the golfer, it's in the wall. There's nothing I can do about it.
Huh.
So hit 5 and it will remove all of that.
5?
Yeah, 5 will remove it.
Oh wow, that's cool. I didn't know that. Does that work too? Yep. Same thing with like I know Jurassic Park. There was like a fuel tank I was behind.
Yep.
Yesterday I was playing with my buddy.
Yep.
That's good.
Sometimes the camera just, we don't control where the camera goes, and so I've got another hole, probably the next hole, same thing, where there's a concrete wall behind the tee, and it's probably to put the camera in that wall from the back tees. Okay, we can make it back here.
I love these little tricks.
So hit 5 again, it'll go away again.
Oh yeah. Now I want to make sure on my my line.
Yeah, the one thing you do have to do is once you aim, you got to reset you got to rehide that. That's it.
Man, another fade.
Don't go over there. That's trouble.
This was like last night. All right, Mr. A player. Let's find a fairway.
Let's see what we can do. Let's find a fairway. I'm not swinging the clubs as good today as I was yesterday, but that's golf, right?
Yeah, I wish I was robotic.
That'll be just fine. Nice
ball. 141, right down the middle. Your daughter, seemingly, obviously she's going to play college golf, and by the sounds of it, she's really good. You must probably feel like she's pretty robotic with her swings. She must have very few misses.
She, you know what she's very good at? Well, one, it's weird. She is, it's so funny when she gets into competitions, like she plays tons and tons of competitive golf for her high school, and there's a whole junior league stuff that she plays all summer long.
Mm-hmm.
When she steps onto her first tee, she is a different animal. Like she just is a different person in her competitiveness. Like
dials in.
Yeah, like before the first tee, she's laughing and joking. It's all good, and she gets on that tee, and it's like boom. So it's something like that. The other thing too is it's not that she never misses; is that she's very good at when she misses, missing in a good place and then recovering from it.
Right, I know. That's what it seems like the big difference. There's a big gap in between people where they're good enough to have the control to be able to figure out a good place to miss, so they know if I don't hit this great, I'll still be in a good
Yeah,
spot. Versus, I probably feel like someone like me, I'm just kind of hitting and hoping for some of these.
yeah, she's really good. If I miss, I'm going to miss over here to the right, and she'll do it. She'll put it there, and she'll have an easier recovery out of it.
Oh no, no,
Oh,
no, no.
it's all right. It's all right.
Honestly, how I got 139 out of that, I literally topped it off the heel. I barely made contact with that.
I'm just going to try to put this up. This is hard with that tree there. I mean, I'm not a great cut player.
I know I just left it straight. I thought I was gonna hit that tree anyways, but that was definitely in the back of my mind saying this may catch you with the.
This is I'm going to try to put this left side up there, but we'll see.
All right, I don't hate that.
Yeah, it worked.
Good shot.
131 in. Out of the rough, so don't forget the penalty.
It's gonna come out a little bit left. So you're up to 29 courses I looked up. Is that correct? Will this be 30?
No, I think I'm over 60.
Really? I typed in.
Yeah.
How is that? I typed in. I could sort it by the username within the SGT courses website, and it had you at 29.
Should be more than that. I'll double check. I thought it was over 50 for sure, closer to 60, but
Oh,
I mean, I'll have to
huh.
look and see.
Put some respect on your name.
Okay. There's your
Stop
draw.
drawing. Stop drawing.
Stay right there. It's all right, we're on 3.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna try to push plus. Okay, let's go a little right. Be enough.
I like
Be
that.
enough.
I mean, it's right at it. Good shot.
Thanks.
That's what, 5 yards away from being perfect?
Yeah. Got a little bit of a slider on here, but
So can you still can't see my aim stick?
I cannot for some reason. It's not
Okay,
showing
so
up.
I'm right between the pins right on a grid line. I'm right in the middle between that one and the one to the right.
Got it. Okay. I can see it in the sim when I look at the video.
Yeah, it's a delay, unfortunately, on the or I guess you could see it. It's probably real time with the video chat, but the YouTube stream's a little bit of a delay. Keep
Good
breaking. Keep breaking.
Oh.
Wow.
Thought you had it.
I know. Tried. Felt good about it.
You pushed it at 1.4 as well, so I'm not sure if you.
Yeah, I gotta change that. I gotta pull up the HLA. That's good to have.
All right, 20 foot down, this 18 footer.
I don't know why. When you putt, it was a different look from when I putted.
What do you mean?
That happened before too. Like I had mine, maybe it was the offset, Possibly, I don't know. Like I had the cup. It was right on a grid line, and then when it switched over to you, when I was watching your shot, it was the pin was further the other way.
Yeah, when I lined up, I noticed that when I put my aim stick down, it rotated. The grid lines changed.
Yeah, well, maybe that's part of our issue with some of these.
All right.
We're in for par though, right?
Yep, we're in for par. Yeah, I told you these sets of holes were a little tough.
Yeah, we haven't exactly been doing ourselves, or at least me. I've been hitting it more poorly these past couple, but yeah, these are tougher. The other one seemed like there was a little more room to miss. It was a little more straightforward.
Yep, out to the right is your friend.
Come on, draw. Don't you love you go from drawing the first couple and then you go to fade, and now you don't know which way this is going to go.
Yeah. Oh, get up there. That's good.
Wasn't hit the best, but we got the draw at least.
Good.
All right, you can beat that. 139, you got that all day.
I will try. Oh, that's weird.
Misread?
I didn't hit the ball over there. That's so weird. I mean, I guess I did, obviously, but that's weird.
Could be a misread. I mean, it still happens even on the higher end units. I mean, it didn't have that crazy of a spin access. That just launched and started way right.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, club head speed was 105. I'm happy, really happy with that.
144. And again, like the spin axis, 3.2 spin axis, it had it at 151 side spin. That's not much. That's pretty straight. It seemed like it started.
Kind of a weird shot. I've never seen that. It didn't aim off the right either. I aimed in my normal spot. So I don't know.
The ball hit pretty close to the middle of the screen.
Oh yeah, ball hit right where
Yeah, because I mean, based on that, it seemed like I didn't see your swing, but that would have lead me to believe, based on that result, you would have had to start that like on the very right edge of your screen, which obviously didn't happen.
You know what I always wondered too? I think I've seen before. So I aimed my stuff while you were hitting. And I always wonder if it doesn't translate sometimes if I'm doing my aiming and I don't re-aim when it's my turn. You know what I mean? I was aiming myself on turn. I don't know if that's an issue or not, but I'm just curious.
Is it possible there's any? Is it possible there's any wonkiness because it's still a beta course?
No, that's not. That's physics. That's game. I have nothing to do with that. I will tell you though, like that's one of those shots you can't get upset about. 105 club head speed, 144 on the ball speed. Spin axis is great. Can't get upset.
Yeah, you hit it well. I mean, you hit that 273.
Yeah.
Black Cloud said he wants to eventually get a gaming PC. You must be using a desktop. I'm assuming you said you have.
Yeah.
Do you have a sim PC and then a design PC?
Yes, I got a sim PC, design PC. My sim PC is using a 3080 NVIDIA, and my design PC uses a 4080 Super. 4070, sorry, not 4080, 4070.
Go.
Get up there. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wish hindsight. I got my laptop last April when I was still outside with the Garmin R10, so desktop was kind of out of the equation. But hindsight, if I knew I was going to move inside with the Square PC or desktop instead of a laptop, would have been a lot nicer.
I started I started my sim. That was the right distance. I just left it out there. I started with my sim with a gaming laptop as well. I ended up selling it on one of the GSPro. Somebody was starting to sim. I sold it to them.
Double breaker breaks a little bit more left to right at the cup.
Yeah, I think it's going to be maybe a cup out to the left of the hole. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that. That's what I was thinking.
Uphill 9 inches too.
So 43. Yeah, I got when I bought mine, I wanted to kind of future-proof it. I'm only using 1080p Ultra, but I wanted to future-proof it. I got a 4070 in the laptop, and I believe at the time that was the third best. I think they had 4080 and 4090 was just out.
Yeah, they're just so expensive.
I've been seeing people have been taking pictures of it too on the Facebook group. How the minimum specs keep getting crazier and crazier for GSPro from what they recommend.
Have they? I didn't think they changed them on their website forever.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, okay. That was it.
What I have on HLA.
You hold it 0.5, less than 1 degree, so not bad. I do think it's a little bit left of where you did it.
Better speed at least on that, I guess.
Let's see. I'm gonna play it out from where you played it a little bit. 34 up now. I gotta do math again. It makes it hard. 42.
I know. Can you put in a good word for the GSPro people to have them do all this mental math for us between the rough penalties and all that?
I want a little like equation at the bottom.
I know. I want like a button, like a hotkey, and it calculates the exact yardage you need.
Ooh, dude, that's my new feature request for our next B2B is I want a calculator built into GSPro so I can like 10 key my way to the outfit.
I know. I've been saying that. It'd be nice. Like, granted, I get it for SGT. You got to calculate all this stuff. But, I mean, some of the mental math, especially like Jurassic Park with that like crazy elevation change, some of them it takes you a minute to figure out.
This is a tough. You're in, right? I mean,
Yeah, we're in for par.
We're in for par.
Good putt. Good putt. How are we on time? Are you still good?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. We'll finish up 18. We gotta get a couple more birdies in here. -5. We've been stuck at -5 for a while now.
I know. We've been what? What's the scorecard? Last birdie we got was 10, and then we went par, bogey, par, par.
Yep.
That front nine was clean looking scorecard.
Now this 15 through 18 is the easier of the back nine, so we should be able to get some shots in here.
Yeah, see if I can do something for the team here.
I'm tired of carrying you. Would you actually help out?
I told you your back would be getting sore.
'Someone got mad. 144. That was an anger shot.
Yeah, a little bit low in the face, but hey, we're in the short stuff. $145. Look at this guy.
Sit. Oh.
I don't hate yours. Either way.
Yours in the fairway.
Good shot, man. You're too strong. You needed like a couple mile an hour less ball speed. You would have been in the short stuff.
I'm okay with that. Again, I'm okay with 145.
What would be your biggest like tweak for GSPro? If you could have like a feature or something, do you have anything that comes to mind?
I would like a better, like a matchmaking lobby.
Yeah, my buddy, he was asking that, like Call of Duty, if you could just go on and play with someone randomly.
I'd like to be able to go in, pick a course, set it up, open it up to 4 other people, and just get folks to join in randomly and play with a lobby. I would love to see something like that versus having to set it up in Discord or, you know.
The one thing I said, which is maybe would factor into that is versus a Call of Duty game, which takes, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. You're kind of locked in if you get paired up with someone you don't necessarily like. I guess it's the same thing as real golf, but you're locked in probably
Yeah,
for a little bit
the
longer.
problem I think would be, yeah, is like, you're three. I would be you're in for 3 holes and somebody quits, and you're like, well, screw.
Uh-oh. 143.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Watch out for the cars.
So I did not put a collider on the road outside the course, assuming nobody would go there.
Well, when you hit a choke down approach wedge that you were trying to hit at 100, when you hit at 143. Jeez.
I'm actually surprised as thin as you hit that, he got over the wall.
So just don't do that.
106. I'm going to go. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to go with the easy sandwich. As Nelly, we're big Nelly Quarter fans here, as my daughter plays, So as Nelly would say, just a little smoothie.
What a shot.
Just a little smoothie.
I like that. I like Nelly Corder. I like Charlie Hull's fun to watch too.
Yeah. I find a lot of the LPGA ladies are like their swings are more like normal swings.
I know
like
that's what a lot of
watching-
people say. You can learn a lot by watching them.
Yeah, I mean I like watching the PGA guys too. Don't get me wrong, but it's fun watching folks that are more human. Hey, I meant to ask you, what do you think about TG? Did you watch TGL?
Oh, I was literally just gonna ask you. I was gonna say, what'd you think? We didn't talk about that the other night. Black Cloud thought it was a massive dud. I put a poll up, and it seemed like, I mean, granted, I put a poll after, and they, sim kind of golfer audience. It was like 80% of people thought it was. I did boom or bust. People thought it was good. I think it was missing something. I think the guys are so good, obviously. I feel like they made it look too easy. And you got the biggest crowd reaction out of like Matt Fitzpatrick when he shanked that first like pitching wedge or whatever. Or it wasn't, he didn't shank it, but he kind of pulled it left. And it was like the biggest kind of crowd reaction. I think they either need to make it a little more difficult, or I was saying it'd be really cool either if they add it to this or do a spinoff. If either like kind of pros versus Joes. I have like kind of the thought of like American Ninja Warrior, where you get some random people that are golfers, you kind of get their backstory, and either do like a severely handicapped system, or if you added in one of like a regular weekend warrior to the alternate shot. I think it would be fun having the guys coach up the average Joe golfer, telling them what to do, and then also having the pros recover from a poorer shot.
Yeah, I see it. I thought entertainment value was high for me. I thought it was fun to watch. I loved the shot clock. I loved having those guys,
shot clock was good.
Under the pressure to do it. I thought it was awesome. I couldn't stand the teams. Most players in the PGA have personalities like a wet paper towel, in my opinion. So you need to have folks with big personalities to do that and have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they need more data. I want to see the data. I want to see the club they're hitting, the spin axis. I want to see all the data. I don't know why they didn't have that out there.
Yeah, people were saying that too. The only thing they had, I saw consistently on the top left, they had the ball speed for tee shots, and then there was only like a handful of shots, maybe 5 shots. They had the banner at the bottom.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
And they just got rid of it for like 10 seconds.
They have to leave that up on every shot.
And I tell you, I would love to see, I agree with you. I'd love to see, Bryson against Phil. I'd love to see, I don't need to see Xander Schauffele. I mean, I was talking to my buddy and I was like, can you imagine when you've got Victor Hovland and Patrick Cantley, the 2 guys who don't say 2 words at all on a team together? Like, how boring is it going to be?
Yeah, I think I think the hammer idea was for something to kind of spice it up. I think it's missing something.
I will say, as a GSPro guy, go in. I think I've had 5 of those today, dude, that just rolled right past the cup.
Black Cloud says total bust. Sim golf is beneath pro golfers. It folds in 5 years. Kyle says TGL is not for me. Commented the other day, it'd be cool to see a pro and a decent celebrity. That's a good idea. Great idea with pros coaching golfers at home could learn some stuff also. Yeah, that's true. It would be more interesting in a March Madness type of bracket. Okay, I'll stop blowing
No,
it up.
you're good, Kyle. Keep it coming, man. It's all good.
What were you saying as a GSPro designer?
I was gonna say I thought the software sucked.
Yeah.
I thought some of the course designs look cool. I love the idea of a par 5 where you can choose one of 3 different approach shots with a risk reward. I thought that was really a cool idea. But I thought the graphics of the courses were not. They looked plastic. There was no grass. It just didn't look good.
I was wondering, I don't know if you'd be privy to it, but I wonder if there was any kind of discussion about like GSPro type of stuff, or if like.
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Not
yeah.
me.
I mean, this is, in my opinion, this is the gold standard. I know people, TGC 2019 and like FX Plays up there, obviously the TrackMan, but to me, it's GSPro.
So here's the problem, dude. We can't go at it.
Yeah, I was saying, speaking of risk and reward.
Yeah, big dog leg left. You really only, I mean, 240 at the most out there.
I can't sneak that through right there.
Be in the way. So for those of you that are watching, I'll show you what we were talking about collider-wise. If I take my mouse, I think you can see my screen. Oh no, you can't see. Oh, they can see my screen in the sim, right?
I think. Are you clicking this big tree?
I was going to, yeah.
Yeah. So right here, this is what you can see mine now. This is what the collider.
Hold on, it's not synced up yet. It's the YouTube's a little delayed. There you go.
So this is what we were talking about before. Mashie could explain it better. But the colliders, as far as trees, some of the trees have none of them. Other trees, if you hit it right here, that little white line, it's showing you where it would bounce out. But it's good for tee shots like this or out of the rough. You can tell if you can sneak something through or not.
Show it on the leaves too, where you can show where the like further out versus the trunk. Go up to the top of the tree. You can see where.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so that'll catch it no matter what. It'll pretty much catch it no matter like anywhere on this tree. That's really cool though. I never.
We have trees have 2 types of colliders. Trees have a wood collider for the trunk and the branches, and a leaf collider. The leaf collider is not 100% collision. I don't know what the percentage is, but there's always a chance when you hit it through the leaves, you have a chance of getting through. So just be aware.
So what do you like for a shot? What are you gonna hit?
I like something 240 out straight. Like we're gonna leave ourselves 120 in. If you want to leave it you really only need to leave it 215 out there short of the bunker, and you're gonna have 120 in. I'm hitting a hybrid.
Yeah, I'm thinking 4 hybrid. Be a little bit more than. A little bit more than 215.
Right to left eye. I got to check in on that Black Cloud. I'm not sure if Apex. I mean, best is always subjective. I hear you. I think there may be more what they do with their lighting than with their actual quality of their course. I think they look really good with the way they do their HDR lighting. And GSPro in our version of Unity doesn't do HDR lighting, so that's one thing. But
well,
I need to look at it side by side a little more and say. All right, this time I'm going to re-aim. Remember last time I aimed and I had that really funky shot, so I'm going to re-aim now.
That tree got me. I took advantage. the collider got me.
Am I carrying you again?
Well, we'll see. I mean, if you can beat a 110 4 hybrid. There it is. Get a little bit left. Perfect. That tree, so that's obviously an accurate representation. That thing's right in your line of sight.
Yep. They got them there, so you can't cut the corner.
So for TGL, is that something? I think it works to their advantage. The fact that it's not like multiple times a week. I think people would lose interest, but once a week. Is that something you're like locked in for the season for?
What, for TGL?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what their schedule is. I know they got like 6 teams or something like that.
So it's every Tuesday, but like based on what you saw the first week, is that something that you're looking forward to watching every week, or is it like, if it's on, I'll watch it?
So Kyle had a great question about, are you at a disadvantage using GSPro with a cheaper launch monitor as opposed to a higher end? No. No, all GSPro does, by the way, is it just takes the data. The connector takes the data from the launch monitor. It says GSPro, and it only uses the same data it gets from every launch monitor: ball, speed, spin, that kind of stuff. The only thing you got to watch out for, though, is some of the leagues and SGT require putting, and some, like I think the Garmin R10 doesn't support putting out of the box. You have to use the camera putting. But no, you're not. You can get a lower end or lower price launch monitor. iMini Lite's a great one. SkyTrack Plus is great, and you won't have any disadvantage. Just folks are using a quad, GC quad.
Have you heard of the Pin Seeker app where you do like you can play for
Yep.
money?
Yep.
I think that's kind of maybe where he was getting at with that and SGT, because I
Oh,
have
right.
heard that discussed. Even SGT, if you're using maybe like even a square, which isn't perfect, and I'm not using the dotted balls, but even something like the Garmin R10, where notoriously like the spin is like cut in half. I mean, if you're hitting something and it's going a lot straighter than it should be, maybe that's kind of what Kyle was talking about, which I get. And I
I can see
have,
that. Yeah, I can see that.
I've heard discussions where GSPro, I don't know, maybe was that in your podcast? Maybe that they might limit the launch monitor to a certain.
Not mine. I don't know about that. I've never heard that. I think GSPro is all about openness, and any launch monitor company that wants to make it work can do it. I think they're pretty much open to anybody. But I could see that. I mean, I personally think you should get the whatever launch monitor you can afford. Best quality launch monitor that is in your budget. You want the best quality data you can get. You know what I mean? But if you can only afford, then great, cool. It'll work just fine for 99% of what you want to do.
I chunked that very bad, Mashie. The wheels are coming off.
Let's see. This club is maybe a smidge short, but let's see.
I thought the Miller Lite would help. As soon as I cracked that thing, I started going downhill.
Oh, I hit that really well. Come on, turn.
Stay there. Bounce left. Good shot. Pin high.
Right.
You're dialed on some of these distances.
Yeah, I hit that pretty well.
All right, I like our chances here.
You're right, Black Cloud. There are some folks on there that just do pin seeker. They're for money, and I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm with you, Doug, dude. Are you putting? I'm gonna putt this one, by the way.
I'm chipping. I'm going 60.
Okay.
And I thinned it. Sit. Oh.
Set.
Ah. No pressure.
All right, we got 30 feet. It's gonna break pretty hard to the left. I gotta make 30 feet, and I gotta make. Oh, it's downhill 6. So hold on.
So
7.
what about the lie for putting on this? Like you're up 1.6 and it's gonna come out left?
Yeah, I'm aiming a little bit more to the right, and I got to take into account it's going to come up a little bit. It's a little uphill off this fairway, but then it's going to go down 30 feet. Sorry, it's 30 feet downhill 7. So I'm just mathing in my head. So I'm going to play at about a 25-foot putt.
Come on.
Oh.
Good putt. Another
We
par.
got par.
Weren't.
Two more to get a birdie.
Man, we've been stuck at this 5 under.
We
got it 6 and we gave one back.
Front 3 is score. The back's harder. 212. It's a heck of a shot up there.
Oh, we got another one of these pins.
Yeah, I'll fix those before I release the course.
How often, when you put something out into like SGT or like the official server, how often do you go back and update stuff?
I update fairly frequently actually. I try to, especially the older courses. Uh, when the new V4 tools that we use for building came out, I think within a month of those coming out, I had gone back and redone both Bear Dance and Sanctuary because those are two just for me. They're two of my top courses,
Yeah,
and
Sanctuary, I was gonna say that's my favorite course that I've played of yours for sure.
people love them, and they get a lot of play, and so I always try to make sure that those stay top of the list. So I always update those. I just did another update on Sanctuary about a month ago. So
Wow.
I have a slew of courses that I need to update that I haven't gotten around to doing it. Arrowhead's one and desperately needs an update. But I don't like guys like Run Pud Run and Tech Pud and Pac-Man. Those guys have so many courses out there. I can't imagine if they even have the ability to go back and update too many of them. Not good.
Better than mine.
You want the 20?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Ship it in.
What do you think the thought process was behind having Tiger play weeks 2 and 3? You think it's injury based, or the fact that they knew people would tune in week 1 and then try to drive traffic for Rory and Tiger weeks 2 and 3?
I don't know, but what I think is it was a mistake.
Yeah. I mean, I was under the impression I looked up the matchups the day of, but I was under the impression going into it you'd see Rory and Tiger the first time.
Yep. Yep. I think they were asked that in an interview about why they weren't going, and they said schedules didn't line up. And I'm like, but you're both here doing interviews.
Yeah, you're watching it. I guess it could have been
Yeah.
other guys maybe on the team.
I don't know. You're in. That cup is not even in the green. It's in the fairway.
Usually, I know this is a little bit wonky, but usually if the pin is like actually tucked, if you're on the fringe, it doesn't give it to you, right?
Agreed. Yeah.
Good shot.
If that was green, it would have gone in.
All right, here we go.
So,
Any final comments, questions? Trash talking
right.
for MASHIE, put them in.
Yep. Don't hit it right.
Yeah, that's fun as I've had going from a draw to a fade now. We'll leave it right down the middle for a change. How about that?
I like that. That's a good play, right down the middle.
Or a big draw.
Sit around the edge. That works.
Okay, maybe one more beer.
That wasn't good, but it worked. Sit in fairway. Okay, fairway.
Short stuff.
You got me by 1 yard.
Cart golf.
We've had a bunch of those today.
Yesterday too.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a long way in, dude. Either one of those drives were great.
After I watch Tiger play, I won't be watching TGL anymore.
I was
Pro pin
playing in one of my
location.
leagues. I was playing in one of my leagues last week, and I had a phone call from work come up, and so it was just playing by myself, with no one else. And I was on the phone talking and walking around, and this and that. I had my earpiece, my AirPods in, and I was talking. I had a ball in the hitting area, and I was walking around. And I was talking. I came up, and I was like, "Oh, boom!" And I just like not even thinking, and I took a stroke penalty. Ball was sitting on the tee on the next hole, and I think I hit it like 6 yards.
Mashie's on work calls over there, and they hear just whoosh, whoosh in the background.
Those pins are wrong, Black Cloud. I gotta fix it. This straight of course. They're not in the right spot. I moved everything and forgot to move the pins, so that's my bad.
Speaking of my bad, I chunked the ever-living day out of that again.
I was gonna say something about that chunky. What was that? 140-yard 4 hybrid?
No, that was a 4-iron.
4 iron. Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Hit it!
Oh.
What a shot. What a shot, Mashie.
That was well struck.
You gotta lay off the juice.
A little long, but
I mean, we could take mine.
no, I'm good. Should have gone down one club.
All right.
Oh, what a putt.
Stop. All right. We're in for par. Let's see a miracle. Let's see if you can get two back-to-back great shots here.
All right. Man, there's a big delay between what we do and what streams on YouTube. It's interesting.
Yeah, I think I have it on normal latency. You can do extra low. I don't know what the benefit of it is.
I wonder is our audio lagged as well, delayed as well, or is the audio all synced up with the video?
I think everything is all synced up. It's just I've had that too when I do other live streams. It's like you take a shot and then it's like 10 seconds later it shows up on the stream.
Okay. 45 down 8, right? 37. I like that. I like my line. Just need to hit it. Come on, lap DF3. Do your job. Not going to get there. Not a bad putt. It's not going to get there.
Hey. Not a ton of magic on the back, but that was fun. That was awesome.
That was fun, my friend. Appreciate it. Next time you want to play, just give me. Anytime you want to play online, just give me a ping.
For sure. I really appreciate you, like I said before, taking the time to do this and helping me out yesterday as well.
You got it. Anytime. You guys keep an eye out for some courses. This one will be coming in the next couple weeks, and then a week or two, and then I got a bunch more. I got a special one I'm working on, a redo of a special course that I'm working on that I'll tease a bit later on when I'm further along. But it's one that a lot of people are asking for a redo on. That's not the one in California. So I'll tease it later on when I get closer.
Hey, we broke 70. We didn't break 50, but
66 is pretty good, man.
Not too bad. I mean, I feel like we came out hot. We could have, if we tacked on a couple more in the back, but
I feel this course though. I feel the front and the back are two different holes. I mean, the front, the holes are shorter. You can tell it's the older side of the course, you know. The back is where they spend a lot of time redoing it. They're longer, and so I think, you know, yes, we left some shots out there on the back for sure, but anyway. Black Cloud, my YouTube info. I think it's in the link.
Yeah, so Black Cloud, it's in the description. It's between two biomes. If you look it up or B2B, you'll find it. And I'm gonna do a pinned comment, but it's in the video description. It was different. It was like course designers. I think that's what you were talking about before. The channel kind of changed a little bit, but it was like YouTube / golf designs or something like that.
Yeah, just do a search in YouTube for Between Two Biomes, BIOMES. You'll find it, and you'll just click on them. You'll find them there. And we do. Well, looks like we're recording this weekend, so we'll have a new episode out probably by Sunday night or Monday.
Yeah, it's youtube.com / golf course design.
Cool.
All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Shout out again,
See you
Mashie. I
guys.
really appreciate it.
Yep, you got it. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, just stay for a second if you can, Mashie.